And Redo Tuesday continues here with hex on a Chinese checkerboard. What I'm going to do here is I'm using ghost stones to put on the spaces. I also have a checkerboard where there's no back, a Chinese checkerboard where there is no back. I managed to put a blue thing underneath just to make it contrast more. Now I'm going to show you how to set up the board. What you pretty much do is we're going to keep part of the board. So we need to create a diamond pattern, which is what we're going to do right here. And I'm putting them down here, so we have the rest revealed. As you see, the diamonds appearing. This is not quite a full hex board, but it's enough to get familiar with the game. I will post a link also that somebody posted in the forum. We could use the full board, but we're just going to use this for the classic design. Anyhow, this is pretty much what we do. Hex is a game that was invented in the 20th century, roughly around the same time by John Nash and I believe Piet Hein. John Nash being in the United States and Piet Hein being in pretty much Europe. And they came up with it concurrently. It just worked out that way. So it's debatable who invented it first, and it really isn't important. I'm moving the stones here just simply to show you which way the pieces are going. What you have here is that the following players are going to be putting stones down on empty spaces like this. Note the blue background, which is underneath, that makes it stand out. Anyhow, so you'd be putting stones this way. White is trying to connect, see these spaces here? And those spaces there, trying to connect a chain of their white pieces from this side to that side. Black, on the other hand, is trying to go these spaces here, those spaces there. So they would alternate turns. I believe white drop white first. Anyhow, black goes. White can go. Let's say black goes there. Let's say white goes here. Black spits it. As you see, one of the basic tactics you have in that was, if you had that way, you threaten to connect. So he does this. White would play here. Let's see. Black ends up going here. I am having white play somewhat randomly, just to show you how it was. Let me just go ahead and keep putting stones out in a hurry. And like this, like that. White goes here like that. Black goes here like that. White will attempt to cut off, but black plays that. You can see the bridge position like that. And then white threatens like this, and black goes like that. As you can see here, black managed to get a connection across the board and won the game. Conversely, let's have it this way. Let's just move to show you the configuration here. We're going to have white rearrange his pieces and win. So I'm going to go out here also. Note on the board here that these colors in Chinese checkerboard don't matter for this. Let's put a few more stones out. I will do this here. I'll do that like that. I'm going to show you white connecting. And then white go like that. White move here. I think I need one more white stone. Now, and one more. I was just showing that. See these areas? You're connecting that way and that way. And therefore, white would win. Very simple placement go across this. This game, by its nature, there was another game called Lightning, but ever since pretty much Hex appeared, you can play on a Hex board. That's where its name comes from. A whole lot of games called Connection Games appeared. You can see in a book called Connection Games, there's a bunch more. What I'm going to do now is if I mentioned the Marquesian rule, Marquesian method, there's a rule. Pretty much, let's have white go first again. Normally, if you're playing more tournament, you would have white make a following move. White would then, white being first, picks a spot on the board to play. Then the other player, excuse me, not white player, but one player puts it down. The other player would then decide whether they want to play with white or, decide the other player went, and then they would put a black stone down, for example. You could also do the Marquesian method where you would set up both sides, however you like, and do it that way. On a smaller board, it would add more depth to it. Anyhow, that's how you play. That's how you play hex on a Chinese checkerboard. I will do in the future. I will post a link into it, but somebody showed a way to do it. I'll actually try to demonstrate that. I'm not going to do that now. I got a few of the games I'm going to do. They're not part of Redo Tuesday. So anyway, I do want to thank you for watching. May your die always roll 5.